Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, we're going through my AFLW fantasy team reveal for round 5, in which, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of chaos. There's probably, you would say, almost is the best way to describe it, that has gone on in the last couple of weeks of AFLW fantasy, and I've just been on the wrong side of pretty much all of it. I mean, Huntington late scratch, Davey injury, Blackburn injury, Sheriff injury, what else have I missed? Well, the only thing I haven't gotten into is the Gabby O'Sullivan suspension, but watch her get that lifted, so it didn't really make any difference there. And yeah, we did also see the Ellie McKenzie get, I forgot to add that as well, but it doesn't really make much fancy relevance other than in the rookie section, but there was no Richmond rookie. Ellie McKenzie had her 1 game suspension overturned. It probably would have meant that Bacon would have got a little bit of time, but Bacon and Ford maybe became viable. But other than that, you can't really rely on that given what we saw out of Ramos and also Hartle, who probably should have got better roles than they did in their double game weeks and didn't gain any or little cash from it. But anyway, let's just jump into this, get this over and done with, and yeah. You see here Goldrick, 102 from last week. She was absolutely outstanding. I even forgot to mention her in the team review. But yeah, 104 from her. That is exactly what we needed, and it was just a good even spread from her. She even gave away the usual 3 free kicks and still scored well. So that was just amazing from her, and she is my D1 at the moment. Daisy Darcy, she is just doing her role. She did have an injury scare, and hopefully she doesn't have an injury scare next week. But yeah, 72 from her wasn't the worst, and now she comes in at D2, and I think her role is pretty good there. And yeah, Thomas, D3 here, you'll see. And one thing I am actually setting up, and you'll see with these trades that I am setting up to do, is to upgrade Finn next week. I'm upgrading Finn next week because I believe, if I remember correctly, if I go to fixtures and go to round 6, Geelong have the double game week alongside Hawks, Fremantle, Gold Coast Suns, Sydney, and Essendon and Sydney, sorry. But if you see here, we go here, and we go, if all goes well, I need 340k from Dana Finn to get her up to Webster. That is the goal next week. If I go to average points, Maddie Newman, I can't get her. Ruby Webster, I could go Gay as well. Gay is someone that I could go to. Newton as well, but she has this game week 7, and Lucy McAvoy. There are 3. Those are the girls that I'm potentially looking at, and Gilroy potentially, but I don't think so, as she's playing, I think, more of a forward role. Smith maybe as well. So there are plenty of the Hawks and other defenders that I'm looking at in that double game week to upgrade that spot there. I don't think there's many in the forward line that I'm looking at particularly. Maybe a Friswell, because it's maybe as attainable, given that she's like 100k cheaper and Huntington is only 40k less, it's 35k less expensive than Finn. So maybe there's some line there that I can go down to, but I'd need Hartle and Ramos to make some cash there to do that, as I don't think I'll be upgrading the midfield. So yeah, there's that one. And then maybe I can find a way to get O'Dowd to someone, but potentially in the last game week, I'm just trying to get Marinoff up, I think, at that. Sorry, not Marinoff up, probably a Goering up to a Hatchard, in game week 7. Round 7. I keep on saying game week, but it's round 7 for the double game week. So that's sort of how I'm planning. I'm planning to hold this midfield for a little bit. Hopefully Ramos can make some cash. I know that her break even, if we just go here for Ramos, is 34. If she can get to 50, her and then also Hartle really needs to make some cash. And then you've also got Kimber here. If Kimber can make it to a 50, cash gen is starting again. Or if Finn can score like 100 and something, or across the 2 games, if she can score a 75, oh my! If she can score a 75, then that's very, very good. Because that'll be huge for cash generation. I don't know what the break even goes wise. I don't know whether that's a 75 in 1 game or if that's a 75 across 2 games that she needs to score. But if she can have a stunning week and then I can trade her up to a Webster or something like that, then that is totally, I'm happy with that. But yeah, that's basically the defensive line. And I went for Kimber here just because she's got a role, at least. She's in the back line of a shocking team. And I think Sydney will beat Western Bulldogs. But I don't think it'll be that good of a game to watch, to be honest. But I think they'll win. And I think that that'll mean that Kimber should help get some ballers. She's just getting also good time on ground, which is a good start. Marinoff here could almost get... honestly, next week, if it wasn't for Rowbottom there, there'd be almost a case that I just choose a single game week. I just choose Marinoff as the captaincy there. Or choose a VC, like a forward VC, and then just go somewhere else because, yeah, there isn't much. But yeah, I'm liking the Marinoff Rowbottom. I think King is a stretch, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, and that's this week. Conti as well. I could probably go Conti VC against Port Adelaide, and then you have Goering or King. I'd probably go King captaincy, but yeah, we'll probably go Conti into King, and then we can use Pauga, who is suspended at least as a definite option there, and yeah, hopefully Huntington gets named as well because her being out would be really bad. But anyway, this season's over anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, Conti will be probably used as a VC, and then we'll just see if she goes large enough tonight. Goering as well in that M5 role. Just hope she scores, honestly. Ramos, we need some cash gen out of her. So if Ramos, if we go back to Ramos here, if Ramos can pull something out and if she can pull something out and score 100k, make 100k from like a 75 or something like that, that'd be huge. But she's just not getting the role, which sucks. O'Dowd, we need something out of her. I know that her cash gen is probably all but dried up. Yeah, 58. She's starting to really hit the cash gen wall, as she's done really, really well to get there. She's almost gained 500k. And then Hartle, we need something out of her against Adelaide, but she's just not getting a good enough time on ground, but also not scoring enough, which sort of sucks. Hall with an 80, and then she's playing Essendon. Hopefully she goes well. She's just doing her job. She's so highly owned that it doesn't really matter. Randall was 79 last week. That was really good. And she plays Brisbane, so this will be a tough game. But 74 Tog against Essendon for 79 was really, really big. But hopefully she can go absolutely large against Brisbane. Campbell plays Gold Coast, and she's basically a midfielder now, given all the injuries. So hopefully she does well. Tripodi has the double. She's just doing Tripodi things, and hopefully she gets a rain game because that will be really good against Carlton, especially having King, having probably the three best tacklers on the double game week in Goering, King, and Tripodi is a probable really good sign. To be honest with you, I know that that was, as you see here, 15, 22, 26 tackles in 4 games for Goering, and she hasn't had a wet game, so that's a pretty good sign, I'd say. And then Huntington, hopefully against West Coast, she can just put up a decent score. She didn't put up much against the Swans, and that kick at the back row doesn't really suit. So that's also another learning from this year is go for the midfielder, even with injury concerns. Go for the midfielder if that's just going to work better. But anyway, that is the video there going through my team reveal for round 5. I think these ones are probably going to be shorter now that I have not as much. I guess the season is a little bit over for me in general, so they'll probably just be quicker reviews, especially with the double game. The double rounds being so that there's like 5 needed to be recorded on the same day, almost in a way. So a lot of videos need to be recorded. So I guess the shorter videos are probably better. But anyway, that's the video. If you did enjoy, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and I'll see you guys in the tipping video soon. Bye guys.